all. Matter of fact, I look back and through it all, I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the.
It's week 17 of the 2023 season, and all eyes are on the rookie George Pickens. He's in the top tier of the league, 5th in receiving yards so far this season. It's the stick.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Jackson now off the bootleg. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their foot. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they have possession. And they. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And this one is incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pickett. And it's going to be incomplete. Does the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Rolling to his right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38, Jackson to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The Ravens at 9-6 now. Well, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go at Mark Park to come to work every day, and in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens first down. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it second down and 11. Jackson now. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend with the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold-weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is incomplete.
I know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's got room at the 30.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, He's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But
this is caught inside the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he wisely will throw that one away. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Steelers set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3. Back now in Baltimore. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run again with Harris. And some room to run now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-17. Less than 90 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of it.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On third down, here's Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now it's the Ravens' turn. Trailing in this one now. 45 seconds remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had up.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't.
It's week 18 of the National Football.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. And they run the option on second down. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. Down right around the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now... uptick, you're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll start with the option. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. This was a very close ball game.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrays.